Hello guys, hello students. This is senior college mathematics. If you are in SS1 to 3, you are preparing to write WAEC, NECO, GC, NAMTEP, JAMB, any other external exam into high school. This topic, this lesson is for you. Arithmetic of finance senior college mathematics. Okay, in this series of teaching we want to talk about all you need to know about finance, that is money. Okay, lesson 2 is ratio 2. So this is the second lesson and is a continuation of lesson 1, that is ratio. Okay, examples. For updates, follow Voice of Petakus via YouTube at PetakusEduCom. To do this, subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, let your friends know about it. Facebook fb.me/PetakusEduCom, Instagram at PetakusEC, Telegram t.me/PetakusEduCom. In all of these platforms, you get updates from time to time about what is happening in this community. This is a community where you have access to quality, unlimited, simplified mathematics teaching. Okay. Example 5. The ratio of the number of men to the number of women in a 20-member committee is 3:1. 3:1. How many women must be added to the 20-member committee so as to make ratio of men to women 3:2? So first, you need to know how many women are in this committee and how many men are there as well. So we have to share the 20 members committee in the ratio 3:1. Then we will know how many men and women are there and how many to be added in order to get the new ratio of 3:2. So from the question, men ratio women is 3:1. For us to share, you must get the sum of ratio. That is 3 plus 1 equal to 4. So the ratio of men is 3 and the ratio of women is 1. So number of women in that committee becomes ratio of women 1 divided by sum of ratio 4 times the total members in that committee 20. So number of women are 5. Number of men is equal to ratio of men, that is 3, over sum of ratios, that is 4, times the total number of people in the committee, that is 20. If you do that, you have 15. Now, the ratio originally is 15:5. That is number of men ratio number of women. If this number is reduced now, so you have 3:1. So what it means is that 1 implies 5 for women, then 2 implies 10. So it means that for you to have this ratio 3:2, it means 5 women must be added. So hence, to add 1 to 2 implies adding 5 to the original ratio. So 3:2 implies okay, so 3:2 implies 15 men ratio 10 men. because from the original ratio 15 men, that is 3:1, implies 15 men to 5 women. So if the ratio is increased for women from 1 to 2, that means the number of women will also be increased from 5 to 10. So number of women to be added is 10. Is 10. Technical question, but you look at it step by step. Okay? All right. Example 6. Example 6. If 4 numbers ROSTU are in the ratio 3:4:5:6, find the value of 8R minus 4U over 7S plus 3T. This is very simple. Write the number as S ratio S ratio T ratio U. Numerically, with this their ratio, when you compare, it means R is equal to 3, S is equal to 4, T is equal to 5, and U is equal to 6. Okay, so if you compare, you have it that R is equal to 3, S is equal to 4, T is equal to 5, and U equal to 6. So you write the expression and substitute what respective letter stands for numerically. That is what you have here now. When you multiply, you have 24 minus 24 all over 28 plus 15, and that is 0 over 43 equal to 0. So remember, we said ratio is used in comparing, so we are relating the letters to their numerical value in terms of the position that they occupy. That is why we know that R is equal to 3, S is equal to 4, T is equal to 5, and U is equal to 6. Equal to 6. Okay? Equal to 6. So let's continue. Example 7. Example 7. A and B invested 25,500 naira and 35,500 naira respectively in a business. They made a profit of 6,200 naira at the end of the year. Note that 20% of the profit, 20% of the profit was shared equally between them, while the remaining was shared on the ratio of their investments. Calculate a share of the profit. So this is simple in the sense that you, first of all, you have to get the ratio first, and the ratio would be the amount they invested reduced to lowest form. Since they share 20% equally, you have to remove 20% from the profit first, divide by 2 to get the equal share. The remaining will be 80%, which they share based on the ratio of their investment. Okay, so investment ratio, that is A ratio B, implies the amount A invested ratio the amount B invested. That is 25,500 ratio 35,500. If you reduce this amount to the lowest form, you have 51:71. For you to share now, you must get the sum of ratio, and that is 51 plus 71 equal to 122. But 20% was shared equally. According to the question, while 80% of 6,200 was shared on investment ratio, and thus, so let's calculate 80% of 6,200. That was the amount now they share on the investment ratio. So 80% means 80 over 100 of its times 6,200, and that is 4,960. So from this amount, 80% that was shared based on the investment ratio, you are now asked to find A's share. So A's share is A's ratio of investment, that is 51 over sum of ratio 122 times 80% of the amount of the profit, that is 4,960. So this is A's share of the 80% of the 80%. Okay, remember you are looking for A's share. So A's share of 80% based on the investment ratio is 2,073 naira 44 kobo. The remaining 20% was shared equal. That means A has 10% and B has 10%. Alright, 20% shared equally implies 10% profit for A. So we have to get 10% of the total money as well. 10% of 6,200, and it is 620. So the total share of A's profit is the profit from the 80% plus the 10% of the same amount. When you add together, you have 2,693 naira 44 kobo. You can even decide to get the 10% first before 80%, whichever way. But remember, total share of A's profit is the 20% they share equally, that is 10% plus the 80% they shared based on investment ratio. Based on investment ratio. Are you following? Okay. Example 8. Example 8. If 3 boys shared S oranges among themselves in the ratio 3:5:8, and the smallest share was 45 oranges, find the value of S. Now from this question, what gave this smallest share of 45 oranges is the smallest ratio 3. That is just the meaning. So sharing ratios 3:5:8, you get the sum of ratios, that is 3 plus 5 plus 8, that is 16. Smallest ratio value is 3. Thus, to find the value, so S is the smallest share. I know the rule. It is from our formula earlier, the amount you are sharing is equal to ratio of that person over sum of ratio times total amount. But because the sharing has been done, we want to find the value of S. S is total origin share, so it will be the smallest ratio over the sum of ratio times number of origins share equal to the amount of oranges, that is 45. That's the smallest share. So you have 3/16 times S equal to 45. If you cross multiply, you have 3 times S equal to 45 times 16. Divide both sides by 3. S is equal to 45 times 16 over 3. By the time you divide 45 by 3, you have 15 times 16, and that is 240. So all the oranges shared is 240. From that, the smallest ratio 3 got 45 oranges. Okay. So still on the sharing, we are taking various form of the problems. All right, end of lesson 2. And the voice of Pentecost is saying thank you for taking your time to learn and follow this lesson to the end. He's wishing you unlimited success in all your endeavors and pursuit in life and career. Don't forget, watch out for more from the voice of Pentecost. For any question, inquiry, any challenge you want to talk to the voice of Pentecost, you can contact him via this WhatsApp number or send him a mail. For the complete package of this topic, lesson 1 to 14, for offline usage, you want to have access to it offline, you can also contact the voice of Pentecost via this WhatsApp number or send a mail as well. At a very little token, you get the complete package delivered to you. Okay, if you know you are not safe, you need to be safe, and the only way to do that is to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. That is the surest way of being safe, giving your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. If you are saved already, I tell you, big congratulations. Live righteously and be prepared, because the Lord is coming very soon, sooner than you think. All right, stay well, take care of yourself, stay out of trouble, study your books, do the needful at all time, and goodbye for now.